Sure. So, I mean, the approach that Mattereum took on this was to go a little further into the cause and effect. So, you have an asset, the asset is described by data, some of the data is inaccurate, somebody buys the asset is worth less than they expected it to be because they priced it based on inaccurate data. Who owns the damage caused? So the approach that we take is that all assets, and I stress all assets, this is across all asset classes, is all the information about the assets is priced in the form of warranty contracts. So somebody comes along and says, right, I guarantee that this is a 1 kilogram gold bar, or this is 25 acres of undeveloped land with zoning for Part D real estate licenses to build apartments, whatever it is. Those kinds of statements are made, and somebody says, and if you pay me $2,500, you can rely on the information that I gave you up to a value of $18 million. Oh, okay, well, that's pretty good. You're very certain of the deal. Oh, it's $185,000 for $2 million of insurance. Like, oh boy, that's like a 1 in 7 error rate. What is this, an oil painting? So that notion that you can price the confidence that somebody has about the asset by the price at which they will warranty the information they give you. An art historian is 95, 98% certain of something, they price it as expensive. Somebody is 99.995% certain of something, they price it as very cheap. What that provides is a mechanism for ascertaining the risk that the vendor of the data provides. And if you have a complex asset, you could have 30 different people being paid for the data. And then as the sort of second tier of that, you then have insurance policies covering some of that in some instances, and then behind that, dispute resolution, and the mechanism we use works in 170 jurisdictions. So that as a model, what we set out to do was build a universal data standard for all real-world assets that was capable of handling transactions in effectively all jurisdictions. And that runs. I mean, you can bring your assets to us, you can bring your deals to us. We will restructure the data in that format, break out the legal responsibility, help people price the risk, make sure all the dispute resolution is in place. And what you get out of that is a universal interoperable framework for not only getting the data providers paid, but making sure that everybody's fully accountable. That is the kind of thing which is only possible because smart contracts make it feasible to do 24 payments at the same moment as somebody purchases an asset. It's actually taking advantage of the affordances smart contracts give you so that you can get all of these microtransactions done so that everybody's individually paid, and that creates the correct regime of legal liability and accountability, prevents chain litigation. There really is a major piece of infrastructure there, and it's ready to be used. We've been doing transactions for years.